Hi there, today we're unboxing a smart LED bulb. So this particular one is by Novostella. Details are in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. So let's take a quick look around the packaging. So it comes in a nice compact box, very glossy. So if I come in close, you've got English and German on there. So this is a one pack, wattage is 9 watts on there. And there's some basic details regarding the bulb, and just to note, it's only compatible with 2.4G Wi-Fi. Okay, coming around, there's the energy rating on there, so A+, and that's it. So let's open it up and see what we get in the packaging. Okay, so I've laid out all the items you get in the packaging, so let me quickly go through them. So you've got 2 user guides, one in English and one in some other languages, and then you've got a card requesting for some feedback on their Amazon store. Okay, so the actual bulb itself feels nice and compact, I have to admit. Some of them are quite large actually, the smart bulbs. So in terms of size, if I go right at the bottom to the top, we're saying about 11.5 centimeters. And at the maximum point, saying about 6 centimeters at most. Okay, it does feel a little bit weighty. I've felt some other ones that looked very similar to this, but they were very light. So there does feel a little weight to this, which is a nice feeling. Obviously, when they're too light, you do think, is it really cheap and nasty? So this feels a bit better than some of the other ones I've done. And just to show some of the detail on there. And this is tough plastic on there and more plasticky on there. Okay, and generally the feel seems good. Okay, so let's make a start at setting up this smart LED bulb. So quite straightforward. I've got a fixture here with a screw adapter. I'll just screw the bulb into that, and then I've got a plug here to actually turn it on and power it. So next, if I go over to my Android phone, and on the Play Store, the app we're after is Smart Life. So I've already got it installed. If you haven't, then just install it, then click open. And then once you start it up, you'll be asked to enter in your credentials. If you don't have an account, obviously register your details and then get an account added in and then log in. Now what you're seeing here, you're seeing the other smart devices I have. So to add this one in, pretty straightforward. If I click the plus icon, go to smart lighting and lighting devices, and we want to now plug in the lamp and confirm it's rapidly blinking. So if I plug it in here, give it a moment, and you can see it's not flashing. So what we'll do, we'll unplug it about 3 times, I'd say. And there you go, it's flashing now. So now going back to the app, so we've confirmed it's rapidly blinking. I'll confirm, and next you'd have to enter in your Wi-Fi password. I've already used the app, so it's cached the details. Let me click confirm next. Okay, so the blinking stopped, as you can see, so it looks like it's made a connection. So let's give it a moment. Okay, so there you go, it's successfully added. So if I just click completed, and there you go, we're presented with the actual smart LED bulb now. So if I click here, you can turn it off, turn it back on. If I click here in the corner, quickly go through these options. So device name, you can rename it if you prefer. So I'm just going to change it to upstairs, and we'll save that. And then you've got device location, you've got check device network, and then you've got the third-party controls compatible with it. So Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, IFTTT, and there's another one here in the corner. Then you've got share device, so you can share the device with other people. Then you can create a group, so you can control multiple devices at the same time. Then device information, so this will give you MAC address, IP addresses. And then you've got feedback, and then you've got check for firmware upgrades, and then finally remove device. So if I go back from there, so at the bottom you've got the actual different settings for this. So if I click on white mode, so you can change the color temperature, give it a more of a warm color to a bright white, and you can take the brightness down as well if you wanted. Let's put it back up, go back, and then color mode. So obviously this is RGB, and colors are very vibrant on this. I have to admit, if you have a look with full brightness, it seems very good actually, and representation of the colors seems very accurate as well. So let's take down the saturation and then increase it again just to show the difference. Let's go for a slightly different color, and again increase the saturation. Same with the brightness, you can take the brightness down and back up again. Okay, let's go down, and then you've got scenes mode, so you can go to different scenes which are predefined. So this is night, then you've got read, meeting, leisure, scene 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can actually edit these to put your own personal color in if you wanted. Okay, so next we've got schedule. So if I click add schedule, and what you can do, you can select a time and say the days you want it to come into effect, and then set it to either come on or off. So standard functionality you've seen with all these smart devices, so very straightforward to use. And if we come out of this, that's what you're presented with. There's not a shortcut to actually turn it on and off like some other devices sometimes have. So this one, you have to go into the device to be able to turn it on and off and make adjustments to it. So there you go, as simple as that to set up and change colors and set timers as well. Okay, so I've set up my Amazon Alexa and Google Home, and let me show how to get it set up with these devices. I've shown it before, but I'll show it again, very straightforward. So let me click on the Amazon Alexa app on my Android device. We'll click here in the corner, click skills and games, and we want to search for Smart Life. And that's the skill we want. So if I click on that, it's enabled at the moment, so that's why you see a disabled options. But if it's not, you just enable it and enter in your credentials for the Smart Life app. Then if I click on devices here at the bottom and click on lights, I've actually renamed the light to upstairs light. So it's just there at the bottom. If I click on that there, we can click here and turn it on. We can change the brightness, for instance, put it on full, set the color. Very simple to do, and basic options on there. Okay, and if I go back, you can set a routine as well, so set timers and things for when you want it to come on. So okay, so very straightforward to use this. So if I unmute the Amazon Alexa here, I can say, Alexa, turn off upstairs light.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on upstairs light.
Okay.
Alexa, change upstairs light color to red.
Okay.
Alexa, change upstairs light brightness to 1%.
Okay.
Alexa, change upstairs light brightness to 50%.
Okay.
And there you go, as simple as that to get set up and configured with the Amazon Alexa. Okay, so next, let me show how to set up this smart LED bulb to work with the Google Home. So I've got the Home app here. If I click on there, and we click in the bottom corner there, Settings, Assistant, and then Home Control. And then you want to click on the plus icon, and then you want to search for Smart Life. I've already got it configured, so I don't need to do anything more with that. But you'll be asked for the credentials for your Smart Life app. Once you've entered those in, you can proceed to actually see the light. So if I go back to Home and we just search through here, there you go, upstairs light. So if I click on there, it turns on, turn it off from the shortcut. If I go into it, you can change the actual brightness of it. So if I turn it on, I can change it like so. Very simple. Okay, settings there. You can unlink it as well and change its name if you wanted. So very straightforward. Now, if I unmute my Google Home,
the microphone is back on.
I can now say, turn off upstairs light.
Sure, turning the upstairs light off.
turn on upstairs light.
Alright, turning on the upstairs light.
Change upstairs light color to blue.
Okay, changing the upstairs light to blue.
Change upstairs light brightness to 10%.
Sure, setting the upstairs light brightness to 10%.
Set upstairs light brightness to 100%.
Sure, setting the upstairs light brightness to 100%.
There you go. As simple as that to get configured with the Google Home. Okay, so for my next test, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi. I'm going to see if remote connectivity is available on this. So let me drop this down and we'll turn off my Wi-Fi. Give it a moment to connect to 4G. It's connected. Now if I go into that, click there you go. Simple as that. No ports to open on your router and work straight away with cloud-based login. Okay, so I'm in a room at the moment. I've closed the curtains and there is a little bit of ambient light coming through, but this test is really to show you the brightness levels given up by this bulb. So if I turn the bulb on, that's a cool white color on there, and it is quite bright, so nice amount of light coming off there. And if I click on white mode and change to the more warm color, that's really good as well. This bulb is actually brighter than many of the others I've tested out previously. So let's go to color mode and show that as well. So a good amount of light coming off this, have to admit. Some of the others have been quite low, but this should give you a good idea. Okay, so you've seen the unboxing and setup of this smart LED bulb. Very simple to set up and also works with the Amazon Alexa and the Google Home. And nice that it works with the Smart Life app, which is the one I normally use. Now, in terms of functionality, it can be controlled remotely and you can set timers on there. So there you go. Hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below. Thanks for viewing and don't forget to like and subscribe.